Hello and welcome to NettisNadelkunst podcast, episode number 2 in English language. Today is December 6th, 2014. It's the Saint Nicholas Day today and it's a Saturday. Oh, I like the Christmas time. I like all these promising, interesting, cozy, nice things going on, all the decorations, the special cookings, and as you can see here on my advent wreath, I think you call it, I'm in full Christmas mood already, but I was brought up very traditional, so I have no Christmas tree right now. In my family, we put up the Christmas tree on the 24th of December in the morning with my father, and it was a family thing. So many people have their Christmas trees up already, but it's half and half, I think. When I look at my colleagues, it's half and half. But many of us prefer to have it a little bit later. We will have a live tree, so I'm really looking forward to this because the tree will come from our surrounding woods here, and I know the man personally I buy the tree from, and his trees are brought up in a very environmentally friendly way, and I know already my whole flat then will smell like Christmas tree. Oh, I love it. Yeah, but in the meantime, I use incense cones to have a good smell. No, yeah, to have a Christmassy smell in my flat. What I have here? Oh, reading glasses. So now I have lavender here, of course. Wool people love lavender, I think, and I have Zimtapfel, that means cinnamon apple incense. These both smell very nice when you sniff on the package, but if you burn the lavender, it smells like burnt lavender, I think, and I don't like it, but but the package smells nice. I just wanted to show you what it is in case you don't know. I don't know if you have something, such a thing in your country. It looks like this. This is the cinnamon apple now. It's red. The lavender one is blue. And I have from former years, I have some green ones as well. But I don't know the name. It's I lost the package. I have it here in a very small cookie box. But now it's for these incense sticks, so they have green and black. They come in many different incenses, and this one is cinnamon apple now. So it's an orange packaging, and they're quite cheap. They're not even €1. And what we normally do, we have little smokers like this one here. This one I got from my mother. It's not my style, but my mother gave it to me, so yeah. It's this one. Yeah, it's a bit too, we say that, a bit too sweet for my taste. I like more simpler things, but this one is a very traditional looking smoker. So you can take normally the upper part up, so like this, and here you can put the incense cone in and put it back on. Oh, turn on the light. Oops. Oh yes, now it's a bit heavy. I don't use that one often. I just wanted to show you now how they look, and the smoke will come out here on this opening here of his mouth, and he's having a little pipe in his hand. See that? It's a bit dark. Yeah. So, and this is a This is a mass product, I guess. Yeah, of course it has this. There are handmaids as well, but they're almost unaffordable. They're like 200, 300, 400, you name it. Yeah, handmade ones. And I love them, but it's just a piece of decoration. So, and this one I got from my mother, and I honor it for that. So it sits here in my bookshelf and smokes. But it would be too much hassle now to put everything on here on the podcast, and I just do it here to demonstrate how that works. If just in case you have never seen that, yeah, you light it on a candle or okay, now. So like this, and it starts. You can see that? It starts smoking now, and smells wonderful. And you need just one cone. I need just one cone for my whole flat. It smells really, really intense. So that's why I put it a bit further away from myself now. Yeah. So, alright. So, what else do I have for Christmas? I have Advent calendar tea. You know, I told you already, I always have a tea box with a mixture of teas. There's not just a single one on this one. This one has 24 different kinds of teas. And I just pick blindly one, like I do with my stash sometimes. And this was a mistake. If you watch my German podcast, you've seen already. I just picked blindly. I didn't expect to have numbers here, so today I picked number 5, so I'm close. But today is the 6th already, and I've been a bit disappointed. It's chamomile tea. Yeah, if you have a flu or a bad stomach, yeah, it's okay. But for pleasure, yeah, it's alright. It tastes good for chamomile tea. It's okay. And I have a Christmas mug as well. Look, it's the very pretty tea mug. I have that very long time already, and I always take it out for Christmas. Yeah, alright. Chamomile tea. And of course we have a real advent calendar. This one is a normal advent calendar my husband has. This is filled with chocolate, and so every day, what it is, if you don't know one, every day you open one little door here and you find sweets in it. This is just the bought one. There are many handcrafted ones. For instance, the ones with the little socks I admire, I love, but I don't have one. Because my husband wasn't used to this tradition, and he didn't expect one, so it was a big surprise for him. But I didn't have time to knit 24 little socks for him, so I just bought him one. It was the easier way with me having, yeah, not much time at the moment. So just close the doors, yeah, and there, here on the back you can see the sweets you will find in it, but it hangs on the wall in our kitchen, so he doesn't see it, so the opening is still a surprise. I know it's more a children thing, but we have no children, and it has been a very big tradition in my family, and I would miss to have no advent calendar. And I have an advent calendar myself. It's a much more healthy one. It's this one. It's made by a very small publishing company in Germany, but they send it all over the world. It's called The Other Advent, and it's a Christian publishing company. And they start their advent calendar on the 29th of November, so the day before the first of Advent. and they have very pretty pictures in it, and more important, very interesting stories, poems, yeah, lyrics of any kind, to lead you, to guide you. Look at this, isn't that cute? To guide you through the Advent time in a more Christian way, but that sounds so serious. They have funny stories in here, they have cartoons in it, they have crosswords in it, they have on the 6th of yeah, today. Oh, I didn't read that today. I didn't read that yet, and they have always a little present in it on the 6th. Oh, look at that. What is it? What is it? Let me see. Oh, it's a gift wrapping. It's a gift wrap band with a Bible verse on it. Let's see what it says. I'm sure I cannot translate it in English because this is this. Okay. It's Hiob, you say Hiob? Hiob 22, verse 24 to 25. So the Bible's up there, but I'm not getting it now. I don't take it now, I just try to translate. Put your gold into the dirt, so God will be your gold. Nice. Very nice. It's a pretty one. It's golden and it's here. It's the very nice idea. Last year they had a candle wrap for a tea light, so you could put the pergament paper around the tea light and it would shine through. It was very pretty, but this one I like as well. Not as much, I have to admit, as the candle thing with the candle, but I will find a good use for that, I'm sure. So put it back in here. Yeah, and this advent calendar is something special. Most advent calendars stop on the 24th. This one, oh, this is another pretty picture. It says Adam and Eva. Yeah, no, not so, you know. Day by day, one by one. It stops on the 6th, yeah, the last day. It's the 6th of January 2015. This is, in my opinion, then the last day of, the real last day of Christmas. So, and it's, this little calendar is, what do you say, a joint venture between Catholic and, oh, I don't know the word, Protestant, I think, evangelic, yeah, between two churches of Germany. So, we say Ökumene in German. I don't, I do not know the English word for it. I'm very sorry there. So they're both main churches of Germany are joined in this calendar, so it's a real thing. It's not a strange thing of a sect or something like that. So no, I only until the 6th. Further, I cannot watch now. So this is now today. We have the 6th here. So until here. This hangs in my kitchen as well, next to the place where I have my morning coffee. And then I read through it, and after that I go to work. So that's a very nice way to start the day, I think. So, and in the evening, a friend of mine told me I should go to the main church of Kirchheim, because they have a labyrinth of lights there, and the whole church would be dark. And they have, look at this, they have music, no, higher, so. They have music in the background, and you can walk through these labyrinth, these ways of light, and it's I've been there 3 times. It was so good. It was so good after a day full of work and stress, and it was a relief. And sadly it stopped now, but I hope they do it next year as well. This is one thing I do in Christmas. It's the 2nd year I do it, so it becomes a tradition now here in my place. And what else can I show you about tradition? Oh, I got a St. Nicholas present today. I found it in the kitchen, and I didn't have my glasses with me, and I was still tired and didn't have my eyes open, and thought, oh, what's that? It's on the kitchen table, and it looked like a plate with a cookie and a sweet. Yeah, it's a small Santa Claus, chocolate Santa Claus, and I thought it's a cookie, and I took it in my hand and I thought, no, something is wrong, it's no cookie. No, it's a soap, look at it. My husband got me a little sheep soap, and later this morning he phoned me and told me this smells good, like herbal, like herbs. This soap is made of sheep milk from sheeps here in the neighborhood. So I'm really excited. I'm sure I'll never use this. I'm a bit fond of handmade soaps. I love all handmade things, I say, but soap is another, yeah, is one of them, and I like it a lot, and I didn't have one of these. I don't know where he get it from. It's really, it's very pretty, and you put it on the, that's our, for instance, this is our Christmas morning dishes we have on Sunday mornings, Saturday mornings, on the weekends, in the Christmas time. These dishes we have. I have little cups of them, little plates. Yeah, these are our Christmas dishes. So put it back on. So, but now I don't want to bore you here about knitting. So it's been colder outside. It took a long time to get cold, to feel wintry here in Kirchheim, but now we are in the smaller digits, and like 5 degrees, 7 degrees Celsius, something like that. And I made myself a new hat. It's a bright pink in this light. I'm sorry, it's dark outside. December is always the darkest part of the year here. Yeah, I made myself a barley hat. Yeah, I always wanted to do a tin can knits pattern because I like their style. I like what they did to the knitting community, like making patterns from newborn to large adults, and everything you find there from Tin Can Knits is, if it's suitable, made from the newborn to the largest adult sizes. And this one is the barley hat. Made myself. Yeah, I can put it on. You might have seen pictures already of me making funny faces with it, like, yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I don't think I'm very pretty with hats, but I need them. It's cold here, so yeah. Anyway, oh, I made it from this wool here. It's called Alta Moda Cashmere from Lana Grossa, and it's the extra fine merino wool and cashmere. It's color number 39, and it has 80% virgin wool, 15% cashmere, 5% polyamide for more stability. So that's the only finished object I can show you right now, because I have been distracted by many things the past weeks. I was still knitting on my socks. They're not ready yet, but I'm on the second sock right now. I didn't prepare it, so it might look strange. No, it's okay. So once ready, yeah, ready for the heel flap. Yeah, and the second one I just passed here the line for the heel flap. Yeah? So this yarn is Opal. Congo Sally is the name, so it's a bit floppy already, so I'm getting to the end. But I don't think I will get ready this month with these socks. Maybe, but I'm not quite sure because I started another large project and I have to finish it. Best until Christmas, but this won't happen because it was told too late to me. I'm a slow knitter. I have only a few hours per day for knitting, or the time where I go to work in the Bahn. No, not Bahn. Bahn is the German word. In the train to work or in the bus to work. Yeah, I can knit there for 20 minutes. So, and this is what I did. Just one moment, please. My nephew called me the other day and told me that his favorite jumper does not fit him anymore, and he almost cried. He was very sad, and he almost begged me to knit him another one. He's 5 years old. He's very cute. And he is, I didn't even know it's his favorite, and he telling me this made my heart go open, and I had to start a new jumper. And this is what I made. He wanted exactly the same he already had, but the colors are not produced anymore, so I had to grab some other colors, and I asked him what he wanted, and he told me he wanted green and purple and pink. Yeah, and here we are. Green, purple and pink. So I just this morning just finished the main body. Here I will start later this afternoon. I will start the arm parts. So here this is like that. So now it's a bit better to see. Yeah, this is what I did. The pattern is from Swedish, Norwegian, Danish person. It's called Jølle Hoverson. I have to look it up here in my book. Jølle Hoverson. It's called the Child Placket Neck Pullover, and you will find it on Ravelry, but it has many mistakes in it. But if you're a knitter, you'll find it out yourself how it works. So the first pullover went correct and it fit him very good, and so it's fine. And because of the many mistakes, Pearl Soho translated it again in a better way, and it's free of charge. And but I discovered a mistake as well, but it's free now and it's okay. For instance, it has this seat stitch pattern here, and it's for knitting in the round. It's not translated correctly, but even as a beginning knitter, you will find out yourself how you know yourself is one of the first stitches everybody learns. So I'm sure you will figure it out how to knit seat stitch correctly. Yeah. So that's no big deal. No further mistakes so far, but here's still a way, halfway to go. Now the arms and the upper yoke still to knit. So, and the material I'm knitting with is a machine washable wool blend. It's fine merino with nylon. Yeah, it's 60% wool and 40% nylon. This is the, oh, it looks blue. No, as you saw earlier, that's purple. That's the purple that's the green, and it's called Online Timona, say in English, Online Wool Line 110 Timona. And I'm using the color numbers 42 for the pink. It's used up already, so I cannot show anymore. 43 and 45. So the designer thought as well the colors will match. Oh, here's the rest. Just here. Yeah, look at this. Yeah. Oh yeah, now it looks a bit more purpley. Not so blue. Yeah. I thought they look great together and will make a good jumper. So, and I'm using 3.5 millimeters standard needles, nothing fancy. Just one of the last pair of needles I found in my bag. So what else did I do? Oh yes, before my nephew called me, you know already, I've been to Martina Beam's class of knitting with hand-dyed colors, and I got very inspired. And a few weeks later, 2 weeks later, I went with friends to dinner, and we had a fun time. We were all knitters and showing each other our project, and one of my friends had a very pretty scarf, and I wanted to make one of those myself, but I couldn't get hold of the pattern. But I found something very similar, and what I found was Vittorio. Vittorio is, you will find it on Ravelry. It's a pattern by, let me see, Corinna Ferguson. It's €5 for the pattern, but it has 12 pages and it's written very detailed. So you find every knitting row in writing, as well as schematics and how you call it, forgot the word. Yeah, you'll find it in schematics as well. So, and this is what I did so far. I know from the German podcast already the colors look completely wrong on this, and I would ravel this, I would frog this if this would look in reality like it looks here on the camera right now. It looks really ugly. The colors are really ugly, but I think you get the idea. It's a Missoni pattern, breaking up all these many colors. Maybe when I get closer, changes. No, it's not pink, pinky pink. No, it's not. It's more green and it's more blue than you can see on the screen right now. I'm sorry, maybe your screen is a bit different than mine. Maybe that's a bit better now. Yeah. So it has this Missoni Muster, it's German, a pattern. It's the Missoni pattern here, and as well a lace border, yeah, here, and a little different border here as well. It's not really lace, but you cast off 2 stitches and cast them back on. It's very interesting to knit as well, fun to knit, but there's patterning in the back of the rows as well, but it's easy. But you have to keep attention. It's not that easy. It's easy, but not that easy. And the lines here, you see this Missoni pattern makes these lines here, yeah, where you knit stitches together, yeah, and these lines they're not straight. They're working around you like that. So it will be like a half moon shape around you. So what I hope from this little shawl is that it will lay very, very good around you, that it will cover your neck without putting anything on it or put a big knot in it or something like that. It will just lay like that. I hope. this will work out. But but now I have to knit. I want to knit my nephew's pullover first, so this will maybe ready in spring, maybe finished in spring. Yeah, I hope so. So one of my last projects is this one. Looks very weird now. It's a Christmas ornament. I didn't weave in the end yet. I haven't made. After the German podcast, I didn't do anything with it. It's from our Carl, Joy Carl. Just watch the Ravelry group, check out the Ravelry group, Carl, Joy, knit together, Joy. This is a Christmas ornament. It needs some starch and some good stretching for looking better. Yeah, it looks like a flower now, but I hope to get a star out of it. And this is something I made for the Carl, and I want to give this as a present to strangers on the street. Yeah, make someone happy just for fun. And I hope this will work out. I hope with that Carl, with that little action going on, I want, yeah, maybe it's a big word, but I want to make the world a better place. It's talking to my friends lately, we discussed as well. It's much easier to say something bad to someone. It's much easier. It's much easier, like to say something bad to something than making someone happy. Oh, it sounds so strange in English now, when in German I feel I'm not a weirdo. No, I'm not. I just want to. It's it's Christmas time, and we should all be nice to each other. But when you go out on the street, all the people are stressed out, are nerved by something, it's almost like this sometimes, and I hate that. I really hate that, and I want to do something against it, and that's why this little Carl, I think every little good counts in this world. Do something good to someone, and even you don't know them well, it doesn't matter. Try to make them happy. In overall, it will make the world a better place. I'm convinced about that, and that's why I do it. And that's why I made a Carl out of it in the Ravelry group. I want to reach my friends. I want to reach as many people as I can. This is the reason for this podcast as well. So please help me, join our group, join this Carl. You will find a detailed explanation how it works there. And please show your pictures about this, and on the 28th of December, I will, from all the pictures, I will randomly pick one and try to make you happy, because you can dive into my stash and to my sock stash and pick just one hank or skein, whatever you like, from my live stash. Just check out my stash. You will find some very interesting things, I think. But please don't choose one skein I already worked with or used up or things like that. Yeah, please be careful what you look at. So anyway, please join us. Please join the Carl. Please help us to make the world a better place. And I hope you liked the idea, and I hope you dare to give a present to someone strange to you. Maybe you meet a new person in your life, and yeah, anyway. Yeah, I think you get a message. Okay. So, what else did I do? Yes, I got myself another advent calendar, because I heard about it from a friend here from Ravelry, and you know that already from episode 1 I have difficulties to say Ravelry in the right way, so if you know what I mean. I got in Ravelry I found a group. They introduced a fiber advent calendar. So I have here in my bowl, can you see how large that is? Yeah, I can hardly hold it, it's very heavy. And it's 24 little bags with 10 grams of fiber in it, and each little bag is different. So I opened 6 already, of course, and I spun it. Took it from my wheel now. As you can see, here is no bobbin on it, because I have it here. This is how it looks the last 3 days. Yeah, the grey one is from today. It's Corriedale. Yeah, I think it's all top or a carded band. So a bed in a braid form. It's very small. It's only 10 grams, so you you just get a little something like a dumpling. Yeah, that's what it was. Number 5 was Chivio. You have here Corriedale, Tussar silk, Falkland, Rami, alpaca. First day started with alpaca, because it's written in Germany. It says alpaca white carded. Yeah, and I kept the papers. This is how an empty bag looks like, and there is the piece of paper in it with what it is. So it looks like it has been much work for the person making these. I'm really thankful that it exists. It's really fun to sit down in the evening. That's how I do it. I sit down in the evening and spin for half an hour, 20 minutes. It depends. As you can see here already, different kinds of fibers have different diameters, so they are bigger and smaller, of course. And with 10 grams, you get from the milk fiber. I had only the very short piece compared to Chivio, which was like double the size. It was really interesting for me. I knew that already. I read it in books, etc., etc. But to feel it in your hands and to make it day after day something different, you discover new things about fiber as well, how to compare. And I'm just spinning one after one, and it's obviously then 240 grams altogether. And I want to make a shawl out of this. Just a plain stockinette shawl, nothing fancy. I just want to show off all the different fibers in that shawl later. And it's ready on the 24th of December. So yeah, it's a good idea, I think. The group I founded is called Ende Neu, means end new. Ende Neu. It's a German Ravelry group, and the maker of this advent calendar is Tanja. Her wool shop is called Spinnert und Gewollt. Yeah. So this is my spinning. And what else did I do last week? I worked on my own spindles. I told in the German Ravelry group already, I started to develop some spindles with a friend. These are made out of course, this is wood, of course, and this is a plastic. It's a woven plastic. It's 3D printed, and there have 2 colors. There's a third color, it's blue, and so they come in different combinations, like this one is orange and the back is blue, or this one is green and the back is blue, or this one is blue and the back is orange, and so on. yeah, making these I hurt myself, and yeah. Okay, if you're sensitive, please look away. No, too late. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not that bad anymore. 2 days ago it hurt a lot, but under this is another one, so I will have to wait some more days. It's very sensitive now. I can't grab. Knitting is a bit painful as well, but it heals. Maybe I should put my finger into the chamomile tea. It would be better than drinking it, because the taste is not very good. But I need something for my throat. So, to speak. So here's one I tried already to spin with. They spin like the wind. They're 33 to 35 grams heavy. They're 26 centimeters long. Yeah, it's unfortunate that I have only this one color. Here's another one. This one color was because I started to produce them methodically, just one after the next. And in the end I hurt myself and had to stop. I have only 2 ready. Looks the same now, right? And it fits perfectly in the box Minerva Turkey recommended. You've seen that if you watched the Minerva Turkey podcast, you've seen that box already. It's a paintball box. It's something where they put their colors in, yeah, and have on their sides, and then yeah, whatever they do with it. So I'm kind of strange. Yeah, but still, the spinners are strange too. So that fits very well. Good. So thank you very much, and Minerva Turkey, for this recommendation. It just cost me €3.39 or something. It's very cheap, and your spindle is safe. But not every spindle fits in here. My larger spindle, and if you have a small spindle, for instance the Turkish, yeah, they don't fit either, because of the opening here. It's 6 centimeters wide here. Whoops, it fell down. So it's 6 centimeters wide, and most Turkish have wider arms than 6 centimeters. I have some spindles from Mattes Spindle Company, and they're much longer than this one here. But for a middle-sized and smaller spindles, these one are very good, very fine and cheap, and my spindle is safe in that box. And yeah, what else to say? I'm happy. I'm happy, and it's very good. It even has here for better opening. Yeah, this is just not plastic only. This has 2 parts. Yeah, it's worked very well. Yeah, for that price. Yeah, and I can carry it in my handbag with me, and my spindle is safe. Yeah, I even could sit on it, and it's very hard plastic. So I hope it will last long. So, and what else do I have? This week came 2 new books to my house. Obviously I didn't read through them, because I told you already I had only little time in my spare time, not as much as I wished, as always, and as many of you experience as well. It's normal life, I guess. So I get a book from Kate Davies Knits Yokes. This one. I got it from her website. You will find her on Ravelry as well, and all the links you need to find her on Ravelry. And has here, I can't tell you how much I paid, because I bought it a long time ago, and they had some printing issues, and the sending was delayed. but Kate Davis wrote to me personally and apologized for this happening and sent in advance the ebook link for me, so I could have a look at it right a few days later. So this was very good, a few days after I bought it. And now I can't remember how many weeks I waited now. I think 4 weeks or 5 weeks. But it doesn't matter. I have no time right now to knit it, but I want to knit everything out of it. It's so pretty. It's so beautiful. I don't know how to describe this. What a nice book this is. I just flicked through it. I didn't read everything. You can look up all her patterns in Ravelry as well. So can you see it? I just have to, yeah, you can see it here. Yeah, it's a very exciting book. Her designs are influenced from Shetland and Iceland, Canada, Sweden, so the more the northern hemisphere, of course, parts of the world. And I always wanted to knit steeks. I always wanted to knit Fair Eye. And I love all these jumpers and sweaters and she's making here. And she's a writer and historian by profession, but now a knitwear designer. And in this combination of using her many talents, this book came out, and is so pretty. I think the first one I will knit is this one here. It's very classic. I can't pronounce this word. I don't try it. Yeah, here, read yourself. Yeah, I can't. I can't. I won't try it. And it's a very, very pretty jacket. I love it. And I think that's the first one I will knit. Or here, a more simpler one, an everyday pattern. Yeah. No Fair Isle on this one. This one here, look at this Buchanan. Yeah, look at this picture. Look at the colors. I do not want to make the same colors, but yeah, I'm not an orange wearing person, or red and yellow, no. But look at this. Look at the picture. Look at the sceneries around it. So I can show you now only pretty pictures because, as I told you, I had not much time to read through it. Just flicked through it and thought, oh, here, oh, there. Or here, Cockatoo Bray or something like that. That's the one from the title. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very pretty pattern as well. That is Christmassy with a star. And she tells about the history of all these patterns, about the development of these patterns, even... I saw his interview with Max Swanson in it, and yeah, and about a little bit about the history of the yoke patterns development from Greenland and from other parts of the world. It's a really interesting read. And here she shows pictures from the 1975. And how pictures develop. So when you knit through all that long rounds, and you can read the interesting articles about this theme. I think it's how I will make it. Oh, it's a really, here, since this is very. Here's the interview with Max Swanson, the daughter of Elizabeth Zimmerman. Look at this jumper. Unfortunately, it's not inside here. Yeah. Yeah. So this was worth any cent I spent on it. And in addition, I have the ebook. And you only get the ebook if you buy directly from her website. I think it was something like that. Yeah. All right. And the second book, it's an older one. It's longer on the market. Martina Behm recommended it in her class. It's from the godmother of knitting with hand-dyed yarns. It's by Laura Bryant. American people will know her from the Interweave TV shows. Yeah, she has a regular appearance on that TV show, so I've seen her as well on the internet. She's a very, very experienced designer and knitter, and oh, look at this. And she explains here step by step how you analyze your hand-painted yarns and how you work with it. And she explains how the many different dyeing techniques lead to the different kind of hand-dyed yarns and what you could make with it, or not, or leave it. But this knowledge was something I want to learn all the time, and this is something I hope to learn in the class of Martina Behm as well. She talked about it, but here is explained in much more detail. I like all the math behind it, or how you do it, and what you do. Like here, and it's many pictures show you how to analyze the yarn and how it could work for you. And of course, it has some really, really pretty patterns here for knitting as well. It's not only the case studies and the gauges here they make. It's where do I find it? Here's the pattern section. Here's the look at this. Wow, isn't that beautiful? It's a bit light, it's a bit bad here. Look at this. Woo. I should quickly learn how to make this. And this is just made by using hand-dyed yarn. Yeah, it's not intarsia. It's worked stitch by stitch, yeah, stockinette, but they analyzed the yarn in front and then knitted with it, and this is what happened. And cool. Let me show you another one I love. Here. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Just. Oh, and here's the Missoni muster pattern. Muster is German, means pattern. Here's the Missoni pattern, just in another, knitted up in another way. Yeah. So, and man sweaters are here as well. So, and yes, I like it. And it's an XRX book. And what I like about XRX books are, where is it now? Ah, here you can see Laura Bryant. That's a picture. If you do not remember the name right away. And what I like about these books is their size. They're a bit larger. One piece is almost quadratic, say. And you can see here, every stitch is explained with one or more drawings, how to make it, not only the text, but the drawing. This is something special. This is what I like about English knitting books most. In German books, you rarely have that. Yeah, so I love that book as well, but I still have to read through it properly at the moment. Yeah. I read 5 pages and the evening is over. Something like that. Yeah, anyway. So, now I told you, I showed you everything I wanted, everything I did in the past weeks. So, I wish you a very, very, very good Advent time. Very good Christmas time. Merry Christmas if we don't see each other in the coming weeks, and have a good knitting time, and all the best to you. Thank you again for watching me. Yeah. Bye bye.